Report Options in Blackboard Learn Self-Paced Training Series, Center for Online and Digital Learning, Springfield Technical Community College. This video is part of a dedicated format of self-paced tutorials for faculty, staff, or students at Springfield Technical Community College. Using a series of online tools, you'll be able to learn about teaching, learning, or technologies, and assess your own learning and knowledge afterwards. Course Reports, Viewing Course Usage, Performance, and Engagement in Blackboard. Our presentation outline follows the sequence. First, we will talk about the feature, then the considerations for the tool. Then we will go through the instructions on how to use the tool. We will round the corner with some teaching tips and then conclude with instructions on how to continue your learning and get support. About this feature. Blackboard's reporting tool allows faculty to identify how students are engaging with course materials, explore performance indicators, and identify academic strengths and challenges for students. With actual course data, faculty can make informed changes to course content. This tool allows faculty to identify and support those at risk or less engaged, providing information to make plans for individual interaction and direct student engagement. This section will cover the considerations necessary prior to using this tool. Let's start with putting into context interpreting the data. In education, data tells only a part of the story. Although numbers, percentages, and charts can provide educators with patterns, they might be inaccurate without investigating the context. Course reports can show trends such as average grades or resource usage. It's essential to view the data in light of the entire learning experience. For instance, if a resource is seldom accessed, it might be due to positioning in the course layout, not necessarily its relevance or quality. Individual session data can be helpful, but it's often more useful to look at data collectively to see patterns clearly. Handling sensitive data. With the rise of online learning and learning management systems, data on student behaviors and performances has increased exponentially. This data can improve student learning, but also raises concerns about student privacy and data security. The course reports data should be stored securely so that unauthorized access is prevented. Although it can be tempting to share findings with colleagues or present them at conferences, it's crucial that this data remains anonymous to protect individual students. Use multiple sources of data. Course reports should be used in conjunction with other feedback mechanisms such as student surveys or direct communications. Different students have different learning habits. Some might download resources or study offline, while others prefer interactive online discussions. If students use Blackboard Ally, they may have less online presence if they use e-book downloads or audio files for materials. With data insights, course strategies can be refined to improve delivery and student satisfaction. Accurate reporting for institutional processes. Using course reports to determine attendance verification will determine a more accurate student activity in the course. Since just logging into Blackboard does not count, course reports will provide insight into the activity of the student. If a student is confused, they may spend a considerable amount of time throughout the course with little productive completion of coursework. Checking a course report within the first few days of class may determine what supports you can provide before submitting attendance so that they can get on board and participate rather than just being removed from the course. How to use the tool. First, we will review the various report types, then go over how to run reports. All User Activity Inside Content Areas report. This report displays a summary of all user activity inside content areas of the course. Course Activity Overview. Course Activity Overview displays overall activity within a single course sorted by student and date. Overall Summary of User Activity. This report displays user activity for all areas of the course, as well as activity, dates, times, and days of the week. Single Course User Participant Report displays detailed statistics on assessment and collaboration tool submissions for all users in this course during a specific time frame. Student Overview for Single Course displays an individual student's activity within your course sorted by date. This report is helpful when checking a certain student's course activity. User Activity in Forums. This report displays a summary of user activity in discussion board forums for the course. User activity in groups. This report displays a summary of user activity in groups for the course. Let's talk about how you run reports. We will cover downloading, selecting the display for view, and printing options when available. When you are ready to run your report, you will go to your Courses tab. You will find the course that you wish to run your report from. You will scroll down to Course Management. You're going to locate the Evaluations tab. You can click the downward arrow to expand the menu, and then you can click on Course Reports. All of the reports that you can run are available on this screen. To run a report, you will go to the title of the report and click the downward arrow and select Run. The report for this window will open up, and you will see that you can select a particular student. You may be asked which type of file format, a PDF, Excel, HTML, if that report allows you to, and then you will also select a particular window, time, and date. Additionally, other reports will have other criteria based on what they're needing. For example, the group 1 will ask for which groups you're asking to run the report for. When you're ready, you can go ahead and click on Submit. You will get a window that processes your request. Depending on the time of day and the length of the report, it depends on the amount of time that it would run. This particular report, Student Overview for Single Course, is going to give an indicator of the access that students had during a certain window of time. And you will see here that it's assignments, what has been available, amount of time, time accessed, initial time and date. And this report would give me that information. I then also have the ability to have a printable view, and I can also do a different view as well. And so now this is in a PDF format, and then if I needed to print this out or I wanted to keep it for my records, I could go ahead and do so. I can go ahead and download the report again, or I can choose to run a new report, and this will just take me back. And if there's another student that I can select here, I would go ahead and select them, and then this would let me run another additional report. If a report returns no data, it means that either there is no student participation or no information is available. However, some reports do return just no activity is available. When you're done running reports, you can always go ahead and click on OK or go anywhere else into Blackboard, close the window, or exit out. In our last section before we wrap up, we're going to cover some teaching tips. Establish clear objectives. Before delving into reports, have a clear understanding of what you aim to achieve or discern. Are you trying to see which resources are most utilized? Are you identifying at-risk students? Having a set objectives will make data interpretations more focused. Look for patterns. When individual student data is essential, also look for overarching patterns. If students find a module or resource difficult, it might need revision. Sharing insights with students. Transparency can motivate students. Consider letting them know about class engagement levels or areas where the class excels or struggles. This can foster a sense of community and a shared responsibility. Let's wrap. Remember that data is a tool, not a strict roadmap. Be open to adapting your teaching style or course materials based on the insights, but also trust your teaching instincts and experience. By effectively using course reports, faculty can use data-driven insights to enhance course delivery, student engagement, and learning outcomes. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this self-paced tutorial, the tools mentioned, or any questions about teaching with technology, please reach out to us at digitallearning@stcc.edu.